Hey everybody, so this is a little bit of a quick tutorial about how Read and Write for Google Chrome works. So basically I'm not going to go through all of the apps just because that will take me a really long time, but I am going to cover some of the really cool ones that I think would be super useful in a classroom. So first of all, with Google Chrome, you want to jump onto Google Docs and have your kids work on that. I know you have to be careful with the FOIPA, but as long as they don't put a name on it, it's pretty good. The really cool thing about it, obviously, is that they can share it with you right away, and then you can hop on and see what they're doing right off the bat. So here we go. I'm going to pull up the extra application up here, and it just pops down that toolbar right here. So I'm going to go over just a couple of these applications that I think are helpful. One of which, as you can see, I've already written a story. And if I hit this play button, it's actually going to read the story to me. So here, I'll give you a little example here.
Once upon a time, there was a kind-hearted princess. Her name was Candace. She was the most beautiful-hearted princess in all of the land. She had the darkest, shiniest, and longest hair anyone had ever seen. The people in the town compared her hair to that of the long-ago story of Rapunzel. She was kind, fair, and always will.
So if I just hit the pause button, it will pause where it's reading, which is pretty cool. But as you can tell, once a kid has written in some part of their story, they can then hear it read back to them to make sure it makes sense. So I'm just going to click stop now, and that's one of the cool applications that I'd like to show you. Another one that I would really like to show you is I'm just going to take one of these highlighters here. I'm going to choose yellow. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to pick out what words, if I were a student, pick out some words that I think would be tough to understand. So let's go with the word compared. And I'm just going to highlight it and click on the highlighter. And then let's see, radiated. That might be a tough word. And I will highlight that one in yellow as well. Let's do monster just for fun. And how about stench? Because that's a tough one. Stench. And I'll just do a couple to show you what this looks like. If you go into vocabulary and we click on that, it's actually creating a vocabulary list for us. It should pop up in a second here. This was one of the super cool applications that I absolutely loved and I thought would be really helpful for kids. The vocabulary list not only brings up the word, but it also brings up the meaning and gives you a visual of the meaning. So what does it actually mean? As you can see here, we have monster, tells you the definition of what that is, and then gives you a little picture, which I thought was pretty cool. So again, there's all of our words that we have highlighted. So that is one of the cooler vocabulary lists. Again, it opens up in a new Google Doc, so then you can keep it separate from the working document you have. All right, let's pop back over to our working document. If I just click this little eraser button, it will clear all of my highlights. It should clear all of my highlights. Nope, okay. All right, you have to highlight them and then click the eraser button. Perfect. Awesome. I will then give you one more cool one that I thought was really neat. And that was if you got stuck on a word and wasn't sure what it was or needed some help, not only could you hit the dictionary, the picture dictionary, which brings up a picture, or you could hit vocabulary list if you wanted to see more. So let's go through orphanage. You can actually search it up on the web and it will bring up Google search for orphanage and what that is. All right. So I'm not going to go over too much more with you. There is some really cool things like auto predict, which will predict the word and then read it to you. There is speech to text, which is really cool, talk and type, which, as you can see, can be very helpful for kids that are having troubles with spelling or other kinds of literacy. So I'm not going to go through them all with you. I really encourage you to do some exploration on your own. There is a link underneath to try it for yourself. You do need to have a Gmail account in order to make that work. But other than that, it is free and super helpful. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me through my website, because it will go right to my email. Right on. Well, hope you enjoy learning and exploring with Read and Write Google Chrome. Thanks for watching.